Welcome to another segment. This one Travis is growing. Travis, we touched on an earlier segment, your bullying and your experiences with that, and talk about how those experiences helped you with your current career in real estate.
It helped me a lot because it was able to give me a lot of confidence and just gave me a lot of stamina to believe in myself that I can, do something with my life and go forward and building a business. And my father has been big into real estate. He's done it. He really got me into it. And I invested in a few rental properties when I was 19, and I'm almost 23. And then I just created a new LLC, TG Enterprises. We find distressed sellers and get them out of they're facing pre-foreclosures and so we try to help them prevent getting foreclosed on, and it's a big thing because a lot of people are going through they can't pay off their house and stuff, so you'd be surprised at all the opportunity in there, and and basically it's a great way to stay intact with everything from what I grew up in, and being able to just at the end of the day invest and do something with my life. So
That's awesome. And I got to say this, one thing that we share, mine a while ago, is that both wrestled in high school, and I think wrestling is one of the greatest high school sports for a lot of reasons. Number one, it can let a little guy compete, wrestle against someone his own weight, but more importantly, I think it teaches for a young man discipline, focus, because you have to make a certain weight, you have to be in the best shape, and when you're wrestling, you really can't make a mistake, because one mistake could lead to you getting pinned or whatever. So talk about the advantages that you gained from having a successful high school wrestling career, and the benefits of the discipline, and all the things that come with being a successful high school wrestler.
it helped a lot because I was able to know that I can do it on my own, that I being out there for 6 minutes in a wrestling match, and the amount of work and sacrifice that you have to do, cutting weight and making the weight, and being able to get over difficult losses, because at the end of the day when you lose, it's basically your fault, and I took a lot from that, and that I was able to grow a lot when I going into my own business, because now I work for myself, and if I'm not doing a good job, it's going to come back to my responsibility why I didn't get it done, or why I'm not pushing myself to a certain extent. So doing that, I think that's probably why I would rather have my own schedule and work for myself, and be able to reap the rewards for my own self, and rather than working for someone else and reaping their rewards. So
Hey, you're 23 years old and you have your own business. That's pretty impressive. Talk about more about your business, and how people can get a hold of you, especially if they're in a distressed situation and they need your help.
I have a Facebook page. It's We Buy Houses New York, and my phone number is 631-383-3238. I do have an Instagram account, and the website that to my business is linked to there. So if you want to check it out, it's linked to my Instagram and my Facebook. You can get there, and basically it's a easy form. If you're in a situation where you need to get out of your house, you can easily fill out the form, and I will send you emails regarding to what process we can take of moving forward with that.
One of the things I've always said, especially for kids, and I think it leads to success in life, is that I always felt it's so important for young kids, young students, to have a passion, an extracurricular activity, whether it's sports, drama, singing, something, because I always feel the kids that just go to school and don't partake in an extracurricular activity, they can get involved with hanging out with a bad crowd, drugs, alcohol, smoking, bad habits. But for instance, if you're on the wrestling team, you had to be at practice at a certain time, you had to watch what you eat. It teaches you a lot about discipline, focus. So talk about, and I think it gives you a passion, because to me, I wrestled, and to be honest, one of the biggest regrets I still have in my entire life is I was in the semifinals of the 1975 Massachusetts Wrestling Championship. I was one match away from wrestling in the finals, and I lost. That loss haunts me to this day. It's one of my biggest regrets, knowing that I was one match away from wrestling in the finals. So talk about how that passion helps you today, because I got to feel someone who grew up with a passion, it just continues now, and I'm sure you had that passion for doing a great job now, and a lot of that is built from the passion you had as a youngster.
Yeah, I could relate to that. That's my motivation to this day, is being in the quarterfinals of the counties and losing with 2 seconds left to the eventual county champ, and he took third in the state, and just watching him just be able to win that and you know, just really pushed me to this day, because you know, they used to tell you in practice, you know, work hard, no regrets, because you might end up regretting it if you didn't do that little step. You know, a loss is from inches. It's from, you know, a cut in the corner. So everything is so important, and I can relate to you, Howie, so gratefully because of that. And I'm only, you know, this has only been 4 years since then, or 5 years now. So, but I'm basically using that motivation for today, and you know, being disciplined and being, you know, dedicated and committed to consistently building the business and just enjoying, you know, and making myself happy every day. Because yes, it's great to go out there and get stuff done, but you also got to enjoy the journey and be passionate about something, and real estate is what I'm passionate about.
Amen. Travis, one more time, let's give out the information for people to contact you.
My phone number is 631-383-3238, or you can reach me on Instagram or Facebook. So I Buy Houses New York is my Facebook account, and Real Estate Investor 1994 is my Instagram account. So you can follow that, and then you can, you know, go to my link, my website, tgienterprise.com, and fill out the information if you are in a rut, or you just feel a need to get some advice in real estate. So I'm here to help.
All right, Travis Isgrove, thank you so much for joining us.